Your guys' notes on Parabola, um, Focus, and Directrix, okay? So, I'm going to introduce a new topic to you guys, and it's going to have to do with parabolas, okay? So, quadratic and parabola, you guys, are pretty much the same thing in terms of the shape. I mean, they are pretty much the same thing. So, let's read the definition. A parabola is a set of all points equidistant from a point and a line. So when you guys read that, essentially what that means is, so all of these points on a curve, because these are all points, right, on a curve. So all these points on this curve, they are equidistant, meaning they're the same in length from the distance from a point and to a line. So essentially what this means, you guys, is from any point on this curve, it's the same distance from a point on a curve to this point and from a point on the curve to this line right there. So essentially, do you guys see, okay, here is this point that they're talking about. The distance from this point of the curve to there, which is in blue, that's the same distance from this point of the curve to this line. So every blue line you guys see, so from here to here, right? That distance is the same as this distance right there, the orange. So the blue line to the orange line are equidistant, are the same. And from this point to that blue line is the same as from this point to that line. So as you can see, every single blue line is the same distance as the orange lines. And that's what it means to be a set of all points equidistant from a point and a line. So this point right here, you guys, that's called the focus. And this line right here, you guys, that line is what you call a directrix. Okay? So again, any point on this curve is a set of all points, and it's equidistant from a point and a line. So if you guys want to see a live example, if I made a distance from this focus to that part of the curve, then from here to the line is also the same distance. So that's the definition of a parabola. Now let's look at how to find an equation of a parabola knowing what your focus and what your directrix is. So here's the equation. So y is equal to 1 over 2 times b minus k times x minus a raised to the second plus b plus k. And the bottom one is pretty much the same thing, but then the x and y are switched. So this is when your guys' directrix is a horizontal line, and this is when your guys' directrix is a vertical line. So your focus would just be denoted as a comma b, and your directrix is y is equal to k, depending if your line's horizontal, or it's x equals k if your directrix was vertical. Alright, so then that's like a brief summary of kind of like what a parabola entails, you guys. Now it's time to get into your guys' problems. Alright, so let's take a look at this. So it says write the equation for a parabola with a focus at negative 2, 5 and a directrix at y is equal to 3. So I always told you guys to make sure to label what's important. So since you guys are trying to find an equation from a focus and a directrix, it's nice to label what your focus is in terms of variables and your directrix. So take a look at here, right? Well, it says your guys' focus is a comma b, right? So I'm going to label this that this is our a value, this is our b value, and it says directrix is y is equal to 3. So as a variable, if you guys take a look at that, this 3 is your guys' k value. So this is everything we need in order to make our equation. So since we do have that the directrix is y is equal to 3, and that's our k value, so this is horizontal, right? So y is equal to 3 means this is a horizontal line. And I'll write this too. This one's for horizontal, you guys, when your directrix is horizontal, and this is when it's vertical. So for every y is equal to, you guys, those are horizontal lines. X equals 2, those are vertical lines. So since y is equal to 3, that's horizontal, which means we're using the first equation. So we're going to have y is equal to 1 over 2 times, now remember, don't forget we are using this equation, right? Because it's a horizontal line. Y is equal to 3. So our b value is 5. So 5. And our k value is 3. So minus 3. And then x minus our a value is negative 2. So it's going to turn positive, right? Raised to the second plus. And now we're here. Well, our b plus k is our 5 plus 3. So 5 plus 3, all divided by 2. And now we just simplify this, so we're going to get 1 over, so 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, so that's going to be 1/4. X plus 2 to the second plus 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So here's our equation. Okay, now let's look at this next one. So it says our focus is 6, 7, which I'm going to label as A and B. We have x is equal to 1, so that's our k value. And since it says x is equal to 1, that means this directrix is going to be vertical. So that means in the equations, we are using this one for our equation. So we're going to have x is equal to, now we just follow along, right? 1 over 2, I'm here, you guys, rb minus k, well, our b value is 7, minus our k value, which is 1. And then times y minus, we're right here. What's our a value? Our a value is 6. So y minus 6 raised to the second. And then right here, our b plus k. Our b plus k is 7 and 1. So 7 plus 1 divided by 2. So we're going to have 1 over 2 times 7 minus 1. Oh. Okay, so 1 over 7 minus 1 is 6, so 6 times 2 is 12. Y minus 6 to the second. Plus 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, so you guys are going to have 4 problems like that. So copy these notes down for tonight and then finish up your homework for tomorrow. Okay? Good luck, you guys. Peace.